Thank you, Bon Ambassador, for speaking to us. You've had a stellar career both locally and internationally. Just take us through the journey of how you started and how you ended up at the Universal Postal Union.
I went through the ranks in the Postal Corporation of Kenya for 15 years. And by 1999, I was already a general manager level. That's almost 8 grades.
Serving as the Kenyan ambassador to the UAE, maybe what are some of the key achievements that you were able to achieve while you were there?
So I was approached as ambassador, and they confirmed that there's a marine cable connectivity from Fujairah to Mombasa. So they wanted us to establish that marine link, and I was involved. I was called by the government to ensure that that was done. So I facilitated that interaction between the United Arab Emirates government and the Kenya government, and very soon I was very happy that the MOU was signed and the marine cable project was started, and we landed I think shortly a year later. I think we had the marine cable in Mombasa.
Let's talk about how you ended up at the Universal Postal Union, because as you said, you served 2 terms there. Maybe just explain to us how was the experience at the UPU?
It was the most difficult assignment again I was given, because here I was away for 6 years and now I was thrown into the deep end. But with the grace of God, I was able to manage that Congress, 3,000 delegates, and it was one of the most successful Congress that I chaired. From there now, the story is Kenya is supposed to be the de facto chairman of the governing body that's going to run the affairs of the union between 2 congresses, called the Council of Administration. So the minister was given the privilege to announce the person who was going to be the chairman of that congress, and he surprised me and mentioned my name and told the world that Kenya, Ambassador Hussein, will be the chair of that congress. After 3 days, I was elected unanimously as the Director General of the International Bureau of the Universal Postal Union. I think the first Sub-Saharan African Director General. And then I started my mandate off in 2013 for 4 years.
Universal Postal Union, you're there, you're the Director General. Maybe what are some of the key achievements that you've actually done while serving your mandate there? And what are some of the major challenges that you faced also while at the UPU?
I drove the agenda for inclusivity, transparency and accountability and fairness. So those were the challenges that I faced. The most difficult topic I handled was when the United States of America said they're going to withdraw from the Union because of a dispute they had on the rates issue, which is again a treaty thing which all member countries agree on the rate of how much we pay compensate each other for the mail that they exchange with one another. So this was also a very contentious issue. The United States were not happy, and they felt that the global rates, which are normally defined and established by an act of treaty by the Union, was not favoring the United States of America, and probably it was favoring other countries, particularly China. And with now the advent of e-commerce, with billions of parcels and small packets being sent out to the world, that has a huge impact on the receiving countries like United States, America, everything. So there was a dispute, a fundamental dispute. So again, with the grace of God and a lot of work, I was able to broker one of the biggest diplomatic consensus by acclamation again. And we brought back the Union from the brink of collapse. The United States finally remained in. They're very happy with the outcome of that proposal that I presented. And of course, I was given the privilege to go to White House and meet His Excellency President Trump, who gave me the letter now for him to bring back the United States back into the Union again. So I can say that was one of the major highlights of my career as a diplomat.
Now that you finished your mandate at the Universal Postal Union, what are you going to bring back to the country? You've been away for 20 years. Maybe what sort of expertise and experience that you've gained there are you going to bring back to Kenya?
I do believe that we can start a major e-commerce platform for the region as a hub here in Kenya. This is something that has to be done. Of course, it requires a lot of resources, a lot of network, and everything. I have the network, I have the capability of bringing all the